Hello and welcome to the Freakin restaurant channel. I've missed you so much. Today we'll be making Puerto Rican bread pudding. Okay, so welcome guys. Today, like I said, we're going to be making Puerto Rican bread pudding, a simple version, and we will also be making a simple rum sauce to go over it. Simply delicious. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with 4 eggs. So these are my eggs. Oops, don't want to. Okay, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 eggs. We have 2 tablespoons of butter, not salted. So unsalted butter. You could just throw it in the microwave and heat it up for about maybe 30-40 seconds until melted. A cup of sugar, just regular white sugar. Just like that. Just rinse off my hands a bit. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open up a can of carnation milk. So this is really simple recipe that you could whip up in 10 minutes. So we are going to put the can of leche condensada, carnation milk. And let me find my whisk somewhere around here, but I cannot. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I have located my whisk, and we're going to start whisking away. And we're just going to blend everything nicely together. And to this, we're going to add just a pinch of salt. Literally a little pinch. If you could see, almost nothing. Okay, we're going to add about a drop of vanilla. So just be really careful. And we want to get just, there you go, just a little drop. And we're going to add about, let's say, a 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon. Let's make it a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay? And now we're going to take 2 cups of milk. You could add the milk of your choice. You could add almond milk. You could do soy milk. Today we are doing 2 cups of lactate milk. 1 and 2. So there we go. Put this away. And what we're going to do is we're going to keep on stirring. So we want to stir everything in, just like so. Okay, so now basically that we've already whisked everything together, we're going to use 12 ounces of just regular white bread. You can use Wonder Bread, preferably a day, 2 days old. So here we have 12 ounces of bread, and so this would be the long one, like the giant, okay, that you see in your supermarket. And we're gonna take this bread like so, and you could actually come closer. And now what we're going to start to do with this bread is basically just take it apart. It's nothing fancy. Just pull it apart. You don't want the pieces to be too large, but you could take them in 3, however you like. And just make it easy. This is really a simple recipe. I love it because everyone loves something sweet. And it doesn't take a lot of time. So you keep on doing this, just pulling all the bread apart. Some people don't like to use the ends, the corners I should say. They throw them out, but I use it all. I'm just going to keep on doing this. Okay, so now since I was basically putting in the pieces of bread, I noticed that it's going to come out a little drier. So if you see the bowl and you kind of mix everything up, it starts to look a little not so wet. So I want to make sure that it's nice and moist. So I'm going to add another cup of milk. Give me 1 second. So if you see that it's too dry, just add a little bit more milk. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add 1 more cup. So in total, it'll be 3 cups. That way it's not like a dry bread pudding. Who really wants a dry bread pudding? I don't like it. I like it a little bit moist. So we're going to do that, and we're going to keep on putting the couple slices that we have left, and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is basically how it looks already. So we have all of the bread in with the milk, sugar, cinnamon, a little bit of salt, and now we're going to add a half a cup of raisins, which I have right here. Pardon my nail, looks pretty gross, but don't don't look at it. I slammed my nail in my car door, so I'm growing another one. But so there we go. We have a half a cup of raisins, and what we're gonna do is mix this up, and then we'll be ready to put it in the pan and bake at 350. So right now is a good time to turn your to turn your oven on 350. Okay, so let's preheat the oven, and we'll be right back. Okay, so now it's gonna be time to actually bake the bread pudding. So we are going to grease up our pan, whatever pan you like. Right now I'm using a half-size tray, and I'm gonna spray it. Spray the corners so it doesn't get stuck. And there you go. And then what you're gonna do is just simply take your bread pudding batter, and you're just gonna slide it into the tray, just like this. Make sure you have everything. Just like that. Give me 1 second. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it here, kind of shake it up a bit. And so it looks good because it doesn't look like dry, like dehydrated. It looks good. It looks wet and moist. So that's exactly how you want it to look. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the oven and place it in the oven. So as you can see, my oven is really hot. And I like to put it in the middle, right exactly in the middle. So let me see, I have and so what we're going to do is just hold the tray from the bottom, because you know these trays are a little bit flimsy. And we're going to place it right there. Okay? And so we're going to leave this at 350 for a good, let's say, I want to say 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, now basically we have taken the bread pudding out of the oven. So it looks delicious. And if you feel it, it's pretty firm. That's what you want. You want it to be nice and firm. And we're gonna let that cool down, and now we're gonna start the rum sauce. Okay, so now for the rum sauce, we're gonna take a small pot, and we're gonna turn on the flame into a little less than medium flame. We're gonna take a cup of milk. So let's get our cup. There you go. A cup of milk. This is going to be really easy. And actually, I'm going to put up the flame. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot. So the bread pudding actually took 35 minutes. Okay, so between 30 to 35 minutes. I'm so sorry, I always screw up on the time. So make sure that you cook the bread pudding, 30-35 minutes, and it'll be ready. So now going back to the rum sauce, we used a cup of milk. We're going to use a 1/3 cup of sugar. We're going to put again a drop of vanilla. Be really careful not to put too much. So just oop, that was a little too many drops, but you just want a drop or two of vanilla. That's it. And now what we're gonna do is take cornstarch, and we're gonna use about 2 tablespoons. That's it. And what you're gonna do is start to stir. So you're gonna stir and stir, just like this. So this is what you want to do. You want to keep on stirring until it becomes a bit thicker consistency, not too thick, but you want it to be obviously like a sauce. So you're just going to keep on stirring. Don't stop, because you don't want it to stick to the bottom. And right now we have the flame in medium, which is good. You could even pick it up a little bit more if you want it to be done faster. So I just did that. I picked it up a bit more. And I'm going to keep on stirring till it gets a little bit thicker, okay? So basically, this is the consistency that you want. It's not too thick. So once it starts thickening up, you want to remove it and turn off the flame, because it will only get thicker and you don't want it too thick. So now what we're going to do, since we finished here, we're going to take some good old Bacardi, and we're going to take this and we're going to put 1 capful. Okay? Now trying to get drunk here. So, oh my god, it smells so good. It smells really, really good. Oh my god, I could eat it all. Now I want to taste the sauce. I'm going to taste the rum sauce. I can't wait. Just to see if I need a little bit more rum. You know what we're gonna do? Feel like it needs a little more sugar. So I'm gonna add a little bit more sugar. Okay, so now we added just maybe like a palmful of sugar. And I'm just stirring it up again, and now going to taste it. So you want to make sure when you add the vanilla that you literally add a drop. I added a couple too many drops. So you want to be really careful with the vanilla. Now we're talking. So it just needed a little bit more sugar. Okay, so now we're going to take the bread pudding and we're going to simply take the rum sauce. And we want to pour that all over this bread pudding. This is delicious. Oh my god, it's so hot, but it's so delicious. I want to lick it. Mmm. So there you go. And you just want to make sure it's all covered. And so now look how amazing that bread pudding looks. OMG. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to put it in the fridge, let it cool down for a good half hour, and we're going to slice it up to show you just how amazing it looks and tastes, okay? Okay, so now it's time to taste. I want to get a little of that frosting because I love the frosting. Actually, the rum sauce. No. So good, so nice and moist. So I want to thank you guys so much for following us. It means the world to us. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Share on your friends' pages. Follow us on social media. Facebook at the Freakin Restaurant, and visit our website. We ship pasteles, we ship sofrito, we cater. I love you guys. Mwah.